Okay, what if you're looking to buy some land, you want to build your own house, and then you also need to find the financing for said home? Well, we got you. So let's talk about our one-time close construction loan. I'm Jenny Aldrete with Luxe Mortgage Team. So a lot of people may be familiar with maybe walking through some communities. They see these homes that are already built, or they go through some model homes, and they're used to just purchasing the home through the builder. And so they don't have to really worry about the financing because the builder either does the financing or they get the financing through another lender. But what if you are going to go to the effort of finding the land, finding the builder, and then you want to figure out how to finance the project yourself? Well, we can do this for you as well. Or what if you already own the land and you've been dreaming for years about how to build your dream home on this property? Well, there are some things that are very unique to a construction loan, and then some things that are just like a normal loan as well. So, obviously, just like a normal loan, we take into consideration your income and your credit and your debt. So, you would apply with us like you would a normal loan. This process, however, goes a little bit slower in the sense that you need to go ahead and start your application and then realize that this is going to be a multi-step process because we're going to have to go ahead and start the application, get you approved. But in the meantime, you're also going to have to select a builder. But can you just select any builder? Well, that first step is you have to get the builder approved by the lender. Now, why do we do this? This is actually to protect you and make sure that you're hiring a builder that can be trusted and that is not going to basically walk out on you on the job. It's also the same reason why throughout the job, whenever funds are released, they're released in waves versus all at one time. I'm sure y'all have heard many of the nightmare stories about people hiring contractors and then they're left with a nightmare situation. We always want to make sure that that never happens to you. One thing to keep in mind is that you cannot be the contractor or the builder on your own project. So there are going to be some stipulations about who the builder is, and they will be filling out some paperwork so that they can be approved. So there's going to be a builder packet that they're going to receive from us, the lender, that they will fill out. Another thing to consider is whether or not you already own the land. If you currently have a loan on the land, then what we'll end up doing is we'll be combining that loan with your new loan, and so that it'll just be one mortgage. And if you don't own the land, then we'll go ahead and purchase that with your construction loan. So once again, it's just one mortgage. Okay, so the next major thing that y'all are going to have to decide on, of course, is the budget. So with the land, if we're including that, and then, of course, what the builder is going to budget out for the allowance and what everything is going to cost. So there is definitely going to be a process where they're going to have to be very specifically listing out exactly what everything is going to be costing. And this is how we're going to come up with the total for the home. Now, this is something that could feel very overwhelming to you, of course, but this is something that an experienced builder and contractor is used to doing all the time. So this is why you want to make sure that you're hiring the right person, because the right person will make this process easy and exciting and less stressful for you. You also want to make sure that you're hiring someone that is a great communicator so that they can communicate easily with the lender and you don't feel like you're always having to be the go-between. Now, when it comes to qualifying for the loan, FICO scores can sometimes go as low as 650. And of course, depending on the loan program you're trying to qualify for conventional, it could be 10% down. For VA, it could be where you just put 0% down. You get 100% financing. Same for USDA. You could put 0% down as well. And for FHA, you could put as little as 3.5% down. Typically, these are for single family residents only, and they'll give them about a year for construction. Now, for conventional, you actually can use this for your primary home or for a second home. And then for FHA, USDA, and VA, this is for your primary home only. And then what payments are you making during the construction term? Well, for conventional, you're going to be making interest-only payments during the construction period. And the interest can range depending on where interest rates are currently in the market. But every loan is different. So for instance, for VA, you actually don't have to pay the interest during the construction period. That will actually be financed into the loan. And so you don't have payments during the construction period. You actually don't have payments until construction is complete. For conventional, you can even include a swimming pool, but not for the others. There will be appraisals at some point for all of them, and then there's no down payment assistance available. And for VA, USDA, and FHA, there is a 10% holdback on the draws to make sure that the contractor doesn't run off on the job at the very end. And so once again, they have to finish the work until they get that final draw. You can build manufactured homes for everything except for conventional loans. And those are really the basic. So essentially you find the land, you find the builder, you have us as your lender, we qualify the builder, you and the builder come up with the budget, we make sure that you are qualified for that budget, and then we release the funds throughout the project. You get to sit back and you get to rest knowing that while you live in another place, you're not having to make a full mortgage payment on this property while it's being built. And that's really it, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. Once again, this is Jenny Aldrete with Luxe Mortgage Team.